So, as a black person, there's this huge pressure to be a part of the black community. And that's something I've always been confused by, because at least here, there's a distinction. There's black people, and then there's the black community. Now you would think that the black community would be composed of all black people, but that just doesn't seem to be the case. I would hear people describe someone as, see them? He's not really involved in the community. Or, see that girl over there? She's an incognito. Now I know black people should have each other's backs for this, that, and the other, and we're good friends, and that's great, but it gets to a certain point where it's elitist to a certain extent. I feel like the black community should be something out of love for one another, including people rather than excluding them. Yeah, it's like we're the black community. We're the most inclusive club at Harvard.
So back then, it was kind of like, am I gonna make a black friend this semester? You know what I mean? It could be so stressful. But also, part of the struggle for me was that I'm not even regular black American. I was born of Nigerian American, so my ancestors weren't slaves or anything like that. And so, I kind of had to pick up African American culture from school, you know? I picked it up from TV. I picked it up the same way any other foreigner would pick it up. And I remember this one time in elementary school, I came back from school and I went up to my mom and I was like, Mom, I ain't got no. And my mom, she looks at me like, eh? What did you just say? Is that how Americans talk? And it's interesting. It's interesting because she wouldn't say black. She would say the Americans. And so she'd be like, you are going to speak proper English. And so yeah, she tried to stamp that out pretty quickly. And so, coming to Harvard for my prep school, I guess I kind of felt a little bit whitewashed. And so coming here, trying to make black friends, I thought to myself, they're not gonna think I'm cool enough, you know? And I remember telling some of my friends, those are real black people. We are fake black people. We like to pretend and take on the same culture because, you know, we have the same skin color, but we're really different. And they're gonna see it. And they're gonna be like, nah, we're all set. We don't want you.
And then I took AFAM 10. I don't know why I took that course. I think it was the summer before college. I was reading Richard Wright, his book, Native Son. It took me a couple months to get through, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I hated that book, simply because it brought up terrible feelings inside of me. For a couple of months there, I was really riled up about something. And so I took AFAM 10. In my mind, I wanted to know why they act this way, black people. Because back then it was definitely a quote-unquote they kind of thing. I didn't see myself as a part of them. And so I took AFAM 10, and that's when I realized racism really isn't over.